Imagine a ticking time bomb hidden deep inside someone's body. Now, there's usually a way to defuse it, but sometimes a deadly anatomical twist makes that simple fix, well, almost impossible. Today, we're going to talk about that twist.
So what you're looking at right here is a CT scan from a 90-year-old man. And that huge bulge, that's a 91 millimeter aortic aneurysm. To give you some perspective, that's about the size of a big orange. And the scary part is, it was on the verge of rupturing, which is a catastrophic event that's almost always fatal.
But, as terrifying as that sounds, the sheer size of the aneurysm wasn't even the biggest problem here. No, the real challenge, the thing that made this case so incredibly life-threatening, was hidden in its geometry.
To really get what's at stake, we have to start with the patient himself and see what the surgeons were really up against.
So the story kicks off when a 90-year-old man shows up in the ER, which is terrible back pain. The doctors find this large, tender mass in his abdomen. And here's the thing, despite his age, he was actually pretty fit, a non-smoker. But a CT scan confirmed their worst fears, that massive 91 millimeter aneurysm we just saw.
And this, right here, is where we get to the heart of the problem. It's something called a host neck. Now, this has nothing to do with the neck on your shoulders. We're talking about a tiny but absolutely crucial piece of our internal anatomy that can literally be the difference between life and death.
Okay, so to fix an aneurysm, surgeons put in a device called a stent graft. You can think of it like a fabric tube with a metal mesh frame that basically relines the artery from the inside. The aortic neck, that's that short bit of healthy aorta right above the aneurysm, is the critical landing zone. It's the only spot where the stent can get a good, safe grip.
And what's so important is that this neck has to create a perfect seal to stop blood from flowing into the aneurysm. It's kind of like the foundation of a house. If that foundation isn't stable, the whole repair is at risk of collapsing.
And this is what happens when that foundation is shaky. A so-called hostile neck can be way too short, so there's nothing for the graft to really grab onto. It might be too wide to get a tight seal, or it could be at a really sharp angle, almost like a hairpin turn. Or it could be conical, shaped like a funnel. Any one of those things makes a standard repair incredibly dangerous.
Just how dangerous are we talking? Well, this number, it says it all.
9 times higher. A major study found that if you have one of these hostile necks, your risk of dying from the aneurysm within a year of a standard repair is 9 times higher than for someone with a nice, straightforward anatomy. The standard procedure just isn't designed to handle this kind of challenge.
So, if the standard approach is out, what do you do? Well, this is where medical engineering gets really, really cool. Let's take a look at the high-tech toolkit surgeons now have to tackle these hostile necks.
First, a little context. The old way of doing this was open surgery, a massive operation. The modern way is called endovascular repair, or EVAR. It's minimally invasive, the tools are guided up through your arteries. But like we just saw, standard EVAR really struggles with these hostile necks.
To solve this amazing new generation of tools has been invented. You have complex techniques like fenestrated EVAR, which pretty much builds a whole new anchor point. You have these super flexible, conformable grafts that can bend around sharp corners. And you even have reinforcement tools like endoanchors to add extra grip.
Fenestrated EVAR is just a brilliant solution. It basically just bypasses the hostile neck completely. So a custom graft is made with these little windows or fenestrations, and it's placed higher up in a healthier part of the aorta. Those windows line up perfectly with critical arteries, and then smaller stents are threaded through to keep blood flowing to the organs. It's like building a new, better foundation from scratch, right inside the body.
And then you have these things called endoanchors. They're basically tiny medical-grade screws that physically pin the stent graft to the wall of the aorta. So if you're worried about the graft slipping down the road, these provide extra fixation to make sure that seal is rock solid.
Okay, so let's get back to our 90-year-old patient. With this whole advanced toolkit available, how exactly did surgeons solve his very unique and very dangerous problem?
So here was the puzzle. It wasn't just the giant aneurysm. It was that the aortic neck had this severe 83-degree angle. That is almost a right angle turn inside the main artery of the body. The solution had to be a device that could make that bend without kinking and still seal perfectly. They needed a highly conformable stent graft.
And here is the feature that made all the difference. The specific device they chose was repositionable. In a space this tricky, you can't be off by even a millimeter. This tech let the surgeons place the graft, check it, and then actually nudge it around until the position was absolutely perfect.
So, during the procedure, they use something called an active control system to literally steer and angle the top of the graft to match that 83-degree bend. They deploy it partway, check the position with a live X-ray movie called an angiogram, make these tiny micro adjustments, and only then would they fully release it. And the result? A perfect seal. 0 leaks.
And the outcome? It was a total success. That severe back pain the patient had, which was caused by the aneurysm's pressure, it just vanished. Completely. He was discharged from the hospital and went home. A life was saved, all because the technology was smart enough to navigate his one-of-a-kind anatomy. Now, this single case is just incredible, but it really points to a much bigger story about medical innovation and how it's impacting a huge number of patients.
Because this is not some rare problem. Hostile neck anatomy affects somewhere between 1/3 and maybe even 2/3 of all aneurysm patients. And what's interesting is it's actually more common in women. That's partly because women tend to have smaller arteries, which can create even more challenging angles and landing zones for these devices.
So why does all this matter so much? Well, because these advanced tools mean that patients who used to be considered too high risk or just flat out ineligible for a minimally invasive repair now have a safe option. It means we can have a truly personalized approach, matching the device to the patient, not forcing the patient to fit the device. And for high-risk and elderly patients, this is an absolute game changer.
I mean, think about it. We are now engineering solutions with millimeter precision deep inside the human body, turning these huge anatomical challenges into problems we can solve. This case fixed something that was once considered almost impossible. It just leaves you with this inspiring question: what other impossible challenge will technology like this solve next?